Hello everyone, this is Kaybenyarko again. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to talk again about jazz and jazz piano technique. And today I'm going to talk about, you know, different ways you should be practicing the Barry Harris scale. I have students that I've seen that the most uh, or the most important thing they struggle with is different ways to harmonize the Barry Harris scale and being creative with it. And I believe that comes from what they practice. So they usually just practice it one way, and then that's it, or they just and then they become stagnant. So I'm gonna show you different ways to practice it. Okay. First of all, for those who are new to the Barry Harris scale of chords, I would recommend checking out my playlist on the Barry Harris scale of chords and the other videos on it. Um, and send me an email if you have any more questions. I'll definitely be glad to answer them. My email is kbenyarkomusic at gmail.com, and the website is kbenyarkomusic.com. Okay, so again, the Barry Harris scale is made out of A notes, which is the major C scale plus the sharp 5, right? To harmonize this, they came up, Barry Harris and people of that generation came up with a way to harmonize that. And Barry Harris made it famous. That's why he's known for it. But Mel Butner was actually the inventor of these chords. So we have a C major 6, a D minor, a C major 6, D diminished, 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 back to C major 6. So they alternated between the C major 6 and D diminished to get the sound of the scale. Now I'm going to teach you various ways to practice this. First, you have to practice the scale with with fingers, just spelling out the scales. Okay? That's number one. Number two, I call closed hand position, where you put your hands together and harmonize in the way I did in the beginning. The third is what I call it's a little further. You put the bass notes an octave below, and then you don't play the root in the right hand. So you have the melody in the pinky, but it sounds like this. So we just have bass notes in the left hand. All right, you should be able to do that along with the right hand. The fourth is playing it what I call drop two, where you have your close hand position, but you take the second to last note, which is your A in this case, and you move it to the bass line. So you take off the C and move the A here, and you play the chords that way, and that is your drop two persons. Okay, again, hand position, second to last note, and the bass line, and you play the chords that way. Okay, the fifth one is to take a 2-5-1 and then try and harmonize the scale with it. Okay, so we have. Okay, sorry about that. So, again, let's see. So we've had various ways. Now I'm going to show you another way Barry Harris does it. That's to take one note, add one more note until you get to 5 notes, and then spell out the scale. So it sounds like this, starting from C. Then we add another note to that. So that will be, we have the C as a C6, then 2 notes as a D diminished, then 3 notes as a C6, then 4 notes as a D diminished, then 5 notes as a C6, and you come and then you end there. Then you do the next note of the scale. So the next note is a C. So it's a D, sorry. So we have the D diminished as a D, right? Then we have 2 notes as a C6, 3 notes D diminished, 4 notes as a C6, 5 notes as a D diminished. Again, you start on the next note of the scale, which is an E. So we have an E as a C6, 2 notes as a D diminished, 3 notes C6, 4 notes D diminished, 5 notes C6. You do that until you get the sound of the scale. Okay. Now these ways that I just showed you is gonna really help you broaden your understanding of the Barry Harris scale, whereby you can take a song and then just move, with freedom and be able to do stuff with a Barry Harris scale of chords. Do a regular, let's say, 2-5-1 in a key, let's say B flat, and be able to do, just move, and just move the scale of chords around, so you'll be able to do, just more creative things by practicing these ways that I've showed you. Again, if you have any questions, my name is Kaybenyarko. Thank you.